What's going on, guys? I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. Thank you guys again for joining us for another helpful video. If you guys aren't subscribed already, feel free to click that subscribe button, and we upload daily videos on how to invest in the stock market if you've ever been interested. We have one of the largest networking groups, a little bit over 60,000 members, and we'd love to be a part of your success. And again, it's free. So that's the second link in the description. So let's get right to it. What is net neutrality for those that don't know what that is? Easiest way that I can put it is right now, net neutrality restricts any internet provider, any internet service out there to restrict any website or slow down any website. They have to provide kind of just equal access and equal gateways to every website, regardless if they're directly like incentivized or not, if that makes sense. So the easiest way that I can put it is, regardless, like, Verizon itself is owns Yahoo. So obviously, Verizon does not own Google nor Gmail. So something that can be an incentive for Verizon is that they would slow down the speeds when people try to use Google, and they'd make it very quick and efficient for people to use Yahoo, just so it's a much better experience with Yahoo and people can make the transition over. Right now, they're not allowed to do that. They have to provide equal access and equal gateways. That's the easiest way that I can put it. Why is this like, why is this such a trending topic? So I want to give a shout out to those that direct message me and those that asked me to give my opinion due to my following for this net neutrality and what it is that I think. So I personally don't think it's a big issue. If you guys haven't watched Tanner Fox's video covering this very quickly, I couldn't agree more with him when it came down to the easiest way that I can put it is this net neutrality repeal will allow internet services to slow down certain websites. And you would only think that, again, kind of like T-Mobile is partnered up with Netflix, you would think that, okay, T-Mobile is going to speed up the experience, right, and the speeds when people use Netflix, but they probably won't when people on T-Mobile want to use Hulu or some type of like competing website out there. So this is that's pretty much, I think, what everyone else is thinking. I personally think that, in my honest opinion, as an entrepreneur and as an investor, in a very micro scale, right? If there's a bunch of huge internet services and internet providers that are not fulfilling the role because they are now being bought out by certain companies that are paying them to speed up their certain websites, and people that, smaller companies, and I think this is where a lot of people are going. This is, I think, why people ask me for my opinion, is, for small businesses and for websites that don't, cannot, fund these larger internet providers, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, so they can be a very quick and efficient website, because it's not going to be, I guess, an equal chance to have quick speeds, then that's going to give, the smaller guy within, or the smaller person within this market, less of a chance to gain more traction, because the experience is going to be that much less, because the speeds are going to be that much less. So that's pretty much what it is. I personally think that if these larger companies start to slow down people's speeds based on that, it would only act as an incentive, or, as a catalyst for, I think, investors, entrepreneurs, and any person that wants to start a business, and especially an internet-based business within your area, to start your business and to not have those restrictions, to provide equal gateways and equal access to everyone, and you can have that edge or competing factor compared to larger corporations. That's the easiest way that I can put it. I don't think big businesses are going to, I can't say that they probably won't, because I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think it would be the most effective strategy for them. If I like using Netflix, but then my internet provider's not partnered up with Netflix and they want me to use Hulu, but my subscription is to Netflix, and if they start to slow down my speed, and they start to slow down my speed for, YouTube or whatever it is that I use, right, for the TechBuds website, then I'm going to be upset, right? And then I'm going to go to another internet provider that can accommodate my specific needs and wants. And if there is not any other internet provider currently established, then again, this is America, and some entrepreneur investor will come up with some form of internet-based company that will provide equal access to everyone, because that's a competing factor. There's no question about that. That's why I'm not too worried. It might be, if they do implement this and they do start to slow down speeds, there's no question that we are going to notice it. And at that point, then, maybe, we'll start an internet-based company, or an internet providing company, and we'll do it at a very micro scale. Obviously, I know that it's going to be extremely expensive. It's just a joke. But realistically, guys, like, if, they add that competing factor, and they don't provide that edge in the market, then that just allows smaller, companies to provide that specific solution for local people. And if they make that transition and start to restrict a bunch of people, I don't think it's far-fetched to think that okay, well then these internet providers are going to lose millions of dollars of income because of it, and because people are going to want to watch what it is that they want to have access to, and if you can't provide it for them, then they will find someone that can. So if I see my current internet provider slow down my TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform or my YouTube, or the TechBuds website, or whatever that is, or the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, the best course out there, first link in bio, then I'm going to be upset, and I will go to another internet provider that can provide that specific service for me. And look, I have Netflix in the very back now, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I personally don't watch too much Netflix, but my roommates do, and I want to make sure that we're all happy, and we don't have cable or anything like that. We have Netflix, so I want Netflix. Thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope that you guys learned what net neutrality is and my point of view. Again, that's just my opinion. I plugged the link down below to one of the articles that I read about net neutrality. Please, again guys, as an investor, as an entrepreneur, and as a smart individuals, do your own due diligence before kind of developing your own point of view, and kind of think about how this can be beneficial, and how this can not be beneficial to you and the people around you. And if you guys can find a competing factor on how you can formulate a business around that, then that is what we're here to do. Again, we're investors, entrepreneurs, and we try to find solutions for everyone out there. And if this can allow smaller companies to start and set forms of opportunity, then so be it. So I'm super excited for it. Again, I'm not saying I don't know everything about net neutrality, and it might sound a little naive, but I just wanted to cover and give my own point of view. So thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, we'd appreciate the thumbs up. It really does let me know. I don't usually film videos that are aside from investing in the stock market, the buying and reselling of my sports cards and supercars, or investing in the series of real estate properties that I own. So if you guys like this, feel free to give me some more suggestions down in the comment section on what it is that you would like me to cover, and I would be more than happy to do it for you guys. So continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives in your success. And for those that are interested in investing in the stock market, you can click the first link in the description. It's going to take you on over to my lesson library, and you can learn a little bit more about what it is that I do and how I've taught over 60,000 members to invest in the stock market successfully. I would love to be a part of your success, and I do cover 2 other markets in there as well, and it's all provided for you in that one specific course, and I work with you on a one-on-one basis. So I'd love to get started, make sure that we end the year on a green note, right? We have to achieve our 2017 goal, prepare for our 2018 goal, making sure that we continue to move up in life. And that's really just it, guys. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.
I'm at my prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Whoa. Have I gone too far? Do you detect something different? If you look at